Hi guys. See if I can get this. Hey, daughter of the Most High, can you hear me? Hey, Tanya, honey, Donna, Tarad. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Obed, what's going on? Can everyone hear me? We're good. Beautiful morning. Hey, tomorrow. Good morning, Cindy, Beatrice, Mr. Faith. Yeah, you guys hear me? Give me somebody tell me. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, good. Tamara said yes. Okay. Yes, we can. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's rock. I don't have tremendous amount of time because I still haven't been able to locate a an extension cord for my laptop, but I'm going to keep trying, man. I mean, I hunted. I went. I mean, I've never seen such a clean place. It like in America, if you hunted around for an extension cord, man, you're sure to find one somewhere. But I looked. I went through the back rooms. I went into the back of the restaurants. Everything. Couldn't find a. I'm a dangerous guest to have, right? You don't want me as your guest because I'll find stuff. I won't ask. I'll just get it. That's I'm like Noction, man. I don't ask questions. I just move. The light seems to be going in and out. Let me just check the light. Okay, that should be better. All right, so we got still have the water view, right? It's beautiful here. It's really really nice. I want to You look. Thank you. Fresh. Yeah, it's actually not so fresh. I wore this on the plane, but I actually, I'm noodlehead. I I took two of these exact same shirts to Mexico. I mean, why do I need two of the same shirts? But anyway, yeah. Watching Mio's new, yeah, Mio was amazing. I love Mio's videos. I actually bumped into a glass. There's so many glass stores around here. I bumped into one this morning. But let me since I'm gonna quit before the hour, so let me just start getting right into it. Yes, if I look into the thing, it seems to be give me a little more light. But okay, whatever. So what is about to happen? The financial crash is about to happen big time. Whether it happens this Friday or next Friday or 6 months from Friday, doesn't really matter to me so much as the idea that it's coming down. And I wanted to introduce a new thought. I don't know what color that is. It's like a, what do you call that kind of green? It's like a beautiful light green. I mean, this is similar too. I mean, kind of similar. It's a little different. It's amazing how colors you can have so many variations on a theme. Yeah, yes, yes. This is true. This was true, and this is part of another timeline series. I'll just sum this up. They're going to blow up. They're going to try to blow up Mr. Z, the leader of the country. Use they're going to do a counterattack. They're also going to take out they're probably going to take out the cable lines in the Suez Canal. So there's going to be like internet is going to be spotty worldwide. Some of the internet is going to be fine. Some of it's going to be taken out. They're going to be cutting cables. They're coming in closer to the World War III scenario. And this, I believe, it's at this. Okay, so that's one thing to be aware of. But again, do not get lost looking at the trees. Look at the forest. Don't look at this happened and this happened. Spend your day thinking about it. I mean, it's okay if thinking about you it brings you to other creative thoughts. That's okay to delve go down that rabbit hole. If you need to. But you have to look at the big picture. So this is I'm connecting this to the coming crash. I saw this tape of I think it was the FDIC meeting, and they're basically saying, okay, so we're going to have a crash. I mean, you could see that what's the noodlehead in charge of the Fed is upping. They're going to have more interest points. They wanted to do this under Mr. T. They wanted to have the crash under Mr. T, but he would not allow it to go down. How he pulled that off, I don't know. But so they're going to have it go under JB. JB's going to be arrested soon, his son. But that is just fluff, man. And for the dudes, for them to sacrifice a couple of world leaders is a nothing, is a no brainer. They can take the soul out of these people. And, I mean, in other words, these people are not going to lose anything. This is a game to them. But we have to be careful because in the last attack, this attack, man, a lot of people said, okay, I'll do it. It's okay. No biggie. It's a biggie. Okay. It's a biggie. The biggie is like this: save your life, period. Okay. If your 401k goes to zero, do not jump out a window. Okay. It's not that big a deal in the scheme of things. We are coming into God's world. We're coming to a world where money won't matter. I mean, I had no people personally that got the ouchie from Dr. Fauci because they were worried about their jobs. I'm like, are you kidding me? You know, I'm not criticizing them. They were between a rock and a hard place in terms of the way they view reality. And that's how the dudes want us to view reality. Like, oh my gosh, it's all about my money. That's why people are jumping out of buildings in the crash in the 30s. I mean, it's just money. I know it's easy to say, but it really, at the end of the day, the money does not matter. What matters is your life, your creativity, your family, your happiness, your vibrational state of mind. Be like Nokshan. Just keep going. And don't think for a second that the arrest of JB and his son means anything. It's just a movie. You're watching a movie. It's like, okay, it's over. Don't think like that. Don't get into that mindset is when is it going to be over? And spend your whole day worrying about, oh, I can't make it. I can't do this. I can't do that. I would not go there. There's no, you can be, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's easy. It's very hard because the illusion, the night, to wake up from a nightmare is not always easy. Okay, this is a very hard nightmare to wake up from, but it's just a nightmare. It's an illusion. Your 401k, your bank account, your insurance plans, your tax refunds, whatever it is, your car payment. It's just a game. Uh, you know, it's just a game. But this is not a game. Overall, it's not a game. Whether they come out with a new thing like this, I mean, I don't know what the dudes are going to try. But they're not out of ammunition yet. They seem, they've expended a lot of ammunition, false flags, and everything else, but they're not gone yet. And we just have to be really careful. I got this note from um, that that let me just respond to this that Gila sent me, and it's from Phil. I think it's from Phil Godlensky. But the point is, okay, so he says, this is real life, y'all. This is not a game. If you've ever watched one of Trump's rally or speeches on RSBN, even they have been telling you to buy gold and silver. Okay, this is from Godlinsky. God bless him. He makes his dough. Listen, I make money off LifeWave and ASEA. I mean, and Porium. I mean, that was my choice to do that because I couldn't make a living on YouTube because it keep taking me down. I take these products. I give these products to my mom. Should they're saying it's all about gold and silver. I'm saying, yeah, it was all about gold and silver maybe if you got in time, and that's fine. You'll have a little thing. Listen, somebody could walk into your house and take your silver too. Nothing is sure except your life, okay? And even that, I mean, if you have to give up your life, you give up your life. You're not it's not it's not really that big a deal. I mean, it is. It's a big deal, but I'm just saying you'll come back in another form. Or you'll just go to another realm. But that it's not about that. We want to stay in our bodies. We are humans. We have worked hard to keep our genetics, to work with the damaged genetics that they mess with, with the ouchie, with the food, with the chemtrails, with the everything else. We've survived. We are the champions. Okay, you and me are the champions. We've made it this far. Are we 100%? No. I mean, who knows what things they already got us on. I mean, I could think of a half a dozen things that I did in my life that could have compromised my DNA, but at least half a dozen. But at the end of the day, man, we're here and our consciousness is strong and we know what this is about. This is not a game. I mean, in that sense, yes, those a lot of people like understand that life is not, it is important. I'm not saying, I'm not saying like anything, it's very important. This, it's like, if you're playing Monopoly and you're losing, you don't just take the board and throw it up in the air. I mean that's out of the question. But on the other hand, you have to keep your priorities, and your priority is not about your bank account. It's not about how much you owe the IRS. I don't think, my personal opinion. It was very easy for me to give up my job, my pension, everything. I did not spend 1 millisecond thinking maybe I'm making a mistake. I was just like, see you later, guys. You don't want me to work here. I'm not getting this thing. I'm not doing it, period. Okay. And now we're going to be faced with a similar kind of catch 22 where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It could be by way of, I'm reading that they could introduce another, medical thing. But right now, what's going to happen is the banks are about to completely crash, and it's going to be a controlled demolition. It's going to be okay. You'll be okay. And you'll get your money. You know, I mean, my personal philosophy is like I buy groceries. Period. Can I afford it? Hell no. I owe all kinds of money, but I still take care of myself. I still drink water. I still go for, I went for a nice swim across this beach yesterday. It was marvelous. Dunking a basketball can be fun. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm sorry I had to come on early because I have a meeting with ASEA. They're having a meeting at 9 o'clock this time. I think we're Central Time. And yeah, because Mexico's right in the sort of in the middle. I don't know, but yeah. So I have to go to that meeting, and I want to go to the meeting, but the I wanted to just get this. I mean, this is my focus today, and this is what I'm seeing on the Intel. And I'm going to get to Intel in a minute, but this is from the Intel, and what I'm seeing is that there's going to be a big crash, and it's going to look like the end of the world. But you know what? The bankers are going to take care of themselves, and the rich guys already got their stash. They got their little vaults and they got their gold and they got their silver and they got their whatevers. They're going to be fine. They got their houses. It's not going to be a biggie for them. It's the little people, man. And what's going to happen to the little people? It's the little people are going to get crushed. But the little people, at least us little people, we are the champions, and we know that this is not. I'm just going to do one thing. This is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of the world. It's the beginning of the world as you know it. Hold on one second. I just want to, I go up. I want to make sure this video is monetized because we need every dollar we can get for the channel. And that does not mean to say that you guys should be running out to, put on my PayPal. I'm not asking that. I don't. I want you guys to be okay. I don't want anyone to do anything crazy. And God has my back, man. I mean, I, He's shown me that enough times that I know, you know, look, when I'm not looking at the camera, it gets dark. All right, so let me keep looking at the camera. Anyway, bottom line, protect yourself. meaning yourself, not your money. Okay, your money, yes, protect your money if you can, but at the end of the day, man, the dudes are gonna like they're gonna rip up the world. They don't care because they always come out on top. They always got the little people go down. I mean, how many people took the ouchie, man, and are no longer with us? So just, that's what I'm saying. Just be like Noxian. Just keep going. Don't look back. We're leaving the matrix forever. This is a great beginning. All these people, all the news people, all the, alternative things telling you it's the end of the world. They don't know what they're talking about because this is a godly world. And the one of the first things I learned when I came to Chabad, when I became a religious Jew, I asked a rabbi, a very important rabbi who knows a lot of stuff, an old rabbi, Rabbi Posner, Zalman Posner. May his soul rest in peace. Gentle, sweet guy. Never, I mean, you could tell real people because they don't hold it over you, man. Real people are just like they're just real people. They understand that like no one's better than anyone else. That we're all the same. We're all in it together. So he was like that. He was like considered like one of the biggest rabbis of his time, but it was like he always had time for me, and he was like he would give me the real deal, mostly the real deal. Except one time he did try to fib because there is a tendency amongst rabbis to not want people to know how crazy we really are in terms of Messiah and and the fact that we believe in reincarnation completely. That they get a little bit. They used to in the old days. They used to get, well, we don't want people to know that we really believe that. So, sometimes they do get a little. I've seen them be a little fussy, but I'm just saying it. I asked Rabbi Posner, and I'm sure he got this information from the Rebbe. I said, and this was in the mid '90s. I said, Rabbi Posner, are we going to be destroyed by nuclear? By the way, which I just saw a tape saying that they don't even have any nukes. They never did. But are we going to be blown up by nuclear explosions? He said, absolutely not. He said, God did not create the world to blow it up. He created the world for a reason. He created the world for peeps, for us. He created the world for humanity. This is our planet. And we're fighting off a vicious, horrific enemy. But at the end of the day, we're going to be so much better off for it. So, it's not a time to be, uh, you know, to be sad. It's a time to be happy, but not too happy. I'm just saying, like when you see JB get arrested, it's just part of the show. It's not like, okay, man, that's it. We can go home now. The EBS is going to happen tomorrow, and we'll get our money and kumbaya. There's still some pieces that have to be obviously that have to be played out. There's going to be internet interruptions. There's going to be all kinds of weird stuff. But just stay calm. Know it's biblical. Know that, man, we're blessed to be here. And at the end of the day, we're going to be fruitful and multiply and really make this planet the planet that it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's my rant. So now we can go to pay attention to your silver cord. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. This is good. I mean, it's good. Listen, everybody has their own pay attention to silver side story. Yeah, right. But I agree with you, Bray. I totally agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, people have different, like, you say potatoes, I say potatoes. I'm just saying that yeah, I totally agree with you. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful, Bray. But if you do it a different way, if you're Jewish, if you're Catholic, if you're this, if you're that, and you have a different way of approaching God, it's all good, man. It doesn't matter how you do it. That's what I'm saying, Bray. I totally agree with what you're saying. In essence, but I'm just saying that if you feel like you have to learn another, you have to learn the Om and you have to learn a mantra, you could, but you don't have to. You can go there any way you want, man. I mean, there are infinite ways to get back to the garden, and one of them is not what's Stephen Stills, man. Oh, what a creep. Sorry, I just had to say that. I mean, Southern man. I mean, I was sitting next to two Southerners yesterday, man. They were so cool. I just they have a different consciousness, man, because they got so beaten down in that stupid, silly, needless war called the Civil War, like all wars that were completely without meaning. Um, but they just have a kind of like a connection to the earth that Northerners not don't necessarily have. It's just a different mindset. It's like when I took the plane down here, my mind just went completely outside the window. I'm like, I'm in a different element. And where did the light? The light came and it went. Look at that. I'm looking. I have to look at the thing. I think. Does it come? Does it come out? I can't look because is it coming out? Yeah, it probably is. Okay, so anyway, so I'm gonna do some intel. I know I'm talking fast. I've had like a zillion cups of really great coffee down here. A lot of us. I've had like four espressos, I think, already, and a big hunk of chocolate that I brought down, and I've eaten enough. I don't. I have like limited food supply, but I have food. I have. I ordered a thing of taco chips, so that's my carbs for the day. I had my chips and guacamole and hummus and all that good stuff. So I'm good to go, man. And I'm sure there's a like a vegan thing outside that I indulge in later. So I got food anyway. Yeah, this is the bottom line. Bottom line, Tanya. Right, right. We are not to worry. That is, you said it. You just say what I just said in the last 26 minutes. Tanya just said it in one phrase. Don't worry about the money. That's what the dudes want you to freak out because it's going to hit and it's going to hit hard. But it has nothing to do with you and I because we already know about it. Just like it's just money. First of all, it's fake anyway. It's just monopoly. Monopoly money's worth nothing. So what? I mean, we all knew it was worth nothing anyway. It's just paper. Yeah, it can buy a lot of nice things, but we're gonna have much greater wealth soon. We're gonna have real wealth, and our real wealth is our connection to godliness. I'm sure we'll have replicators. If you want to make a bar of gold on a replicator, you probably just have to recycle a bunch of your stuff. That's the thing with a replicator. The idea of a replicator, it recycles everything you have into something else. So I don't know. Would I rather have a gold bar or 100 pieces of chocolate at the end of the day? Which is more valuable? I don't know. I mean, in terms of the way the world is set up now, gold. I'd rather, of course, Ellie. What's the question? Of course, we want gold. But in terms of the way the world is about to come, it may be like, wow, man, 100 pieces of chocolate, dark chocolate, really good chocolate from Peruvia or wherever. I'm like, it might be a much better thing than So you go to your replicator and you take your gold bar and you recycle it into some dark chocolate. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so that's it. So let's go to some intel while we're here. This really, the intel is pouring out. This is the storm. That's something to keep in mind. We're in the storm. But I would not spend a lot of time worrying about arrests or this happened or that happened. It's just a friggin' movie. It's like the teachers in my school were talking about like what happened in a soap opera yesterday. I'm like, you want to spend moments of your life talking about a fantasy that doesn't even pretend to exist? I mean, it's a soap opera, for God's sakes. You want to spend, but on the other hand, it's a way for people to connect, and it was a beautiful thing. And so you can criticize somebody, but then when you really think about it, it's all good. Anyway, hey Jill, did you go? Anyway, we'll talk later. I believe we have an abundance for a time. Future we have, yeah. Happy Star Wars Day. May the Fourth be with you. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one, man. I mean, a lot's going to could go down in the next day or two. When is the coronation? I think it's the 6th. Let's see. Today is the 4th, 5th, the 6th. I think the coronation is the 6th. Yeah, exactly right, Mr. Faith. Exactly right. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Like we're warming each other's souls, and like I have to remember that it's not about me becoming a big YouTube star. The only reason I would like that is so that um, more people could hear the message. But I really don't care. It's not about like fame and fortune. I mean, I know chocolate is good, man. Yeah, hard decision, chocolate or gold, right? That's a good one. Yeah, yeah. Well, the big choice. I mean, I surprisingly I don't have any chocolate on the table right now, but it's on the table inside. This is amazing. I thought I could set up. Let me see how much. Oh, I got lots of juice, so power is not a problem. The only problem was I was not able to. I didn't have the patience to wait to get onto Rumble. So hopefully the people from Rumble will find their way here. And the CERN was shut down. Yeah, I thought it was shut down a couple years ago, but I keep hearing different reports. Thanks, Carlos. I much appreciated. Money was put in place by dudes. Right, exactly right. Thanks, Chosen. I appreciate that, especially coming from you, because you are so valuable. Um, you're the only chosen in the world. Sweet beyond belief. So, events are key. Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, I think they're a key in navigating, but they're not key in like letting them. I like what you say, DeFi jokers. It's good. But on the other hand, it's don't let it whack you out of your brain where you can't function, you can't do the right thing in terms of taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? If you have a choice between like risking crossing a raging, flooding river to get to your bank or staying home, I would stay home personally. That's just me. The money can wait. It's just stuff. Yeah, thank you, Carlos. Yeah, Tanya. Yeah, Tanya, and also Melody was. I was hoping. How she says, yeah, yeah, right, yeah, 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 yeah. We believe this. He's telling the truth, of course, right? Everything he says is true. But just don't. Okay, so let's get to the intel. Let's see. Oh no, that's not where I want to be. I don't know if Gila's here, but Gila, when you come on, say I just want to tell you thanks for the emotional support. Okay. Okay, this is a post that we've read before, but this is a post that bears repeating because the pre-ascension blues. Yeah, there you go. Um, this bears repeating because this is really like this is what I'm trying to express. Yeah, the demon dead. Right. He doesn't. Maybe he didn't get on the plane with me. Thank you, Melody. Yeah, he stayed home, man. No, he tried to. He actually tried to get into this realm yesterday for a little while, and I was like, actually wasn't me. Hashem came and got me busy and changed so I stopped thinking about it. Um, okay, so here's the bottom line is like this. There's going to be a lot of events. Don't enjoy it, experience it, but remember, it's just a movie. This stuff is you're rattling. My sound is rattling. Yeah, I'm just shaking. I think my body is shaking. I probably had too much coffee, and my you know, channeling stuff is coming through really fast, and sometimes my body can't really handle it. So, okay, so the white hats staging. Okay, so this is really important. The white hats staging the connections between Blinken, um, Ghislaine, Jeffrey, HB Jr., the Fibbies, the CIA. As all these exposures and investigations is coming, the White Hats are staging events will lead to they're all going to get arrested, but it's just this is part of the White Hat plan to expose. They're all going to be exposed. This is just to wake people up. Blinken is in the kill box. Remember, Blinken's stepfather was Robert Maxwell's lawyer, so they're all connected. But here's the bottom line. This is a military sting operation, okay? Mio, you there? Mio's probably sleeping. Um, and at the highest levels, the general and admiral circle, the U.S. selection process of 2024 is not expected to take place, but a massive uncovering of a United States coup against a president, and all events are leading to 11.3 in the Law of War Manual, when we'll pull the rug out from under the dudes forever. But you can see, I mean, you can just see, and dude, even the dudes. Like I was talking to a friend last night at the ASEA. They had a dinner, and he was saying that they're even admitting it. The bad guys are even admitting it, that it's all been a big game. So if they're admitting it, then it's about to go down, but not to get worried. Okay, so that's one. Let's go to something more current. Okay, yeah, this is a good thing to remember. If you know, you know. They are all pawns to the bigger players. There's a picture of the guy with the little mustache from World War II going like this, right? That's on Nothing is at its seams. Make this viral. So that guy was an Illuminati, and he lived a long life in Patagonia or someplace. But that's not the point. Let me just see what else is here. Let me just ah Jock of the Bushveld, Sir Percy. Okay, so this is an interesting coming out from the Julian Assange channel, saying that their signs are everywhere. It's in the book business. It's everywhere. They're all over the place. These dudes. Three-letter agency that starts with C reported transporting little Adolf to Argentina in 1945. Okay, so this is all documented. This is signed papers. Homeless dog refuses to eat McDonald's. This definitely tells you the state of the food. Stay away from matrix food. It's designed to keep you at your lowest vibration possible. Okay, you guys all knew that. All right. Did you know that if you no longer accept the frequency of fear, you will no longer experience its effects on your life? Even if someone has a negative intention towards you, you will always be invisible to that frequency. As Franklin Roosevelt once said, there is nothing to fear but fear itself. And there's a similar expression in Judaism. So just feed the Gitmo residents McDonald's. Yeah. Hey, Woodstock, Ontario. Yeah, Pelosi was probably that I don't doubt. I didn't hear that particular bit, but that's why you need your own channel, Melody. And yeah, I wanted to have you come on, but we'll work that out when I get home. Okay, so let's go to some other intel. How we doing time wise? Okay, I don't have a ton of time. Let's see. Air Force, no runway, no problem. Some jets landed on a highway during an exercise in Wyoming. That's interesting. China is selling the cartels from here, where I'm at now, industrial pill press equipment to help manufacture fentanyl. Interesting. Buckle up, spring eclipse system 2023 is going to be intense. The heat is on during spring eclipse season, so how high Should you turn it up? Advice for every zodiac. Okay. May the 5th lunar eclipse in Scorpio means lunar eclipse transpire when the full moon opposes the sun at the same degree of zodiac sign on the eclipse. With the earth sandwiched between these heavenly bodies, the this SOL, I'm not sure what SOL is. The SOL casts a shadow that slowly bleeds across the surface of the moon. Lunar eclipses are prime time for doing shadow work and dealing with feelings that we've ignored. Buckle up, buttercups. Situations could pivot abruptly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, or come to a sudden, unceremonious halt. If anything in your life is eclipsed away, here's my advice: stop chasing it and give it some space. You'll either manifest a better option or circle back to this later after you've processed the lesson and evolved. Interesting. El Salvador president officially signs law eliminating all taxes on income, property, and capital gains for technological innovations. Regional bank stocks are plunging with multiple stocks down 20% in a matter of minutes. It's not 9 o'clock yet. No. Oh, maybe it is. Let's see. Yeah, it's my time. It's 8:41, but your time 9:41, 10:41. It is. So I don't even know what the stock market's doing here. Should let me just check. Okay, gold is up to 2060, and it's down about 300 points, almost 400 points. So this could be this could be the beginning of the crash. It'll probably happen. They're saying that the bad guys are saying they want it to happen on a Friday afternoon, so nobody gets all crazy during the weekend. They just these people are so um, condescending, so arrogant. They're so full of hubris. These people are insane. They're like the little people. They won't understand what's going on anyway. Like, we don't understand when I walk out of the grocery with 5 items and it's $100. We don't understand that the economy is toast. You think we're stupid? You elites, man, make me nuts. I grew up with elites, and they're just ugh. There's a certain mindset. It's not their fault either. Some of them are just brainwashed. They really believe this nonsense. Go to the right college. You have to make sure you get the right degrees. Joe Biden is King Charles' 12th cousin, keeping it all in the family. Okay, that's interesting. Charles has dealt a huge blow with millions pledging to skip the coronation. According to government, a lot of people, 21.8 million, may be planning to avoid it. Okay, so that's on Saturday, right? So nobody really cares. Charlie, former Phoebe agent arrested for January 6 involvement, accused of calling police Nazis and encouraging mob. That's interesting, man. An actual arrest. Okay, what's new? She was headed for DC an hour ago. This is Kelly Marie Brady. Is DC bound? I don't know. I'm sorry to say I don't know who that is. The next boat from Helsinki to Sweden trip. Yeah. Fifth is big for astrology. Good time to do things. I'm a Scorpio government. I'm a Scorpio. Government knows this. Good things to do things. Yeah. I have a lot. I have Scorpio. My Scorpios in Venus. That's why I can never seem to get the right yet. I will. Collapse is a no-brainer. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's the signs are everywhere. They own everything. So they're just gonna change the rules of the game. But it's not gonna work this time. They're not gonna get away with it. So Vincent Kennedy has a picture edited for a reason and his bio, and I feel like this people overlook this. I edited this picture to show greater color and definition. The shadow of a fish on his face. Vincent Kennedy. What is this? I don't know what this is. Oh, this is America anger level. Okay, I missed that one completely, but rumors intense U.S. military activity in D.C. overnight, including choppers descending on the White House lawn. So these guys are about to go down. It's not a big deal. I mean, we're really excited. Listen, we've been waiting for years for this, right? Anything ending in that's interesting. In cusp of Sagittarius. Um, Sassy, you're in Newfoundland, is it? Vancouver. Oh my gosh. Okay, rumors. Yeah. Okay, so we got the rumors. We got this. How we doing time wise? Yeah, I'm running. I got it. I got it. Okay, let's go back. See if there's any more really cool stuff. So that people are, we got the coronation going down. We got the bank collapse is imminent. We got all these arrests are happening, and at the end of the day, watch your back, man. Just do what you got to do. Be like Notch and keep going. Let's see if Whippy has anything. So much financial stuff. I mean, yeah, the crash before D class, right? So the crash has to happen fast, and it's going to. Okay, I'm going back to. Let's go to breaking. Chuck Grassley, James Comer subpoenaed Fibbies over alleged bribery scheme with foreign nationals. Does that really shock anyone now? Pride Fest, I'm not getting into that. Bud Light, also not getting into that. Fentanyl distribution. Pray fervently in righteousness and avoid much. Okay. You asked me when we should have our eyes on today. Whip suggested King being crowned. Hunter read October. So people do look up to this Whiplash. I don't, but they're like worse Jew haters than he is. These Maryland Chambers and Tyranny. I think they're all together. But anyway, new Oklahoma governor vetoes state PBS funding. It's a network using tax dollars to indoctrinate kids. That's about time. I mean, how many years have we been waiting for the PBS to be eliminated? And that's in one state. It's like, hello, man. Let's speed this thing up. Let's get to the end of the movie already. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be impatient, but I am impatient. May the fourth be with you, frogs and frog family. Yes, there are 17, yes, 17 deltas for May 4th. Is today the 4th or 5th? Yeah, it's the 4th. 17 deltas in the 17 post. I was also asked to share this with you. Here we go. So let's take the time to watch this today. Okay, they're saying they're sharing the film with Bill Wood. I'm sure everyone here has seen it. I'll put it on my Intel channel in case you haven't, okay? On Kabbalah Guru. I'm just sharing that. Or what the Bill Woods tape says, they have like looking glass technology. They can see into the future, and all roads lead to the Great Awakening. Okay, the coming of Messiah, the Great Awakening, the New Age, the Age of Aquarius, the end of the Matrix. 1955 financially. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, guys. Um, it looks like I'm on the wrong camera. Let me see if I can get back. Well, my camera switched off. All right, so I'm just going to stay on this camera for now. I know it's not as I don't look quite as handsome with this camera, but you'll have to do. Anyway, so okay, so T is the king. Mr. T is the king. How do you get to the king? Disband the queen. Charlie must come into checkmate. Andrew falls, Pope falls, seven trumpets, seven presidential messages, send seven kingdoms incoming. Okay? So everything is good, man. Everything we're coming into. Hey, Jill. Everything is coming into. No sound? You don't have sound either? Oh, yeah, thank you, Tanya. Honey. Um, yeah. So, yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good. That's the bottom line. We're coming. We've been waiting for this to happen for years. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? So now it's happening. Okay, and just enjoy it. Sit back. Don't do anything crazy, and be there for the when people come to you. I mean, like I was sitting on the plane with two normies yesterday, and they couldn't wait. I mean, they wanted to hear every word I had to say. They wanted to be red pilled. They wanted to be red pilled. And you'll be proud of me. I didn't ask the girl for her phone number. She was, you know, Southern. I mean, she had all the qualifications of somebody that I would really like. Could go goggles for, but oh no, he came. Melody. All right, look, I did the right thing. Okay, just back up. I didn't ask for a phone number. I didn't humiliate myself. First of all, the guy that I was sitting next to, I was talking to this guy. His name was Hogan. I don't know if he'll ever listen to my tapes, but Hogan, sweetest guy, just gentle as can be, stood up at the end of the flight. I was talking like he was like 6'5". He's like two of me, man. I mean, I was like Hogan. I had no idea how tall you were. You can't tell when somebody's sitting down. I told him. I said there used to be giants on the planet. There used to be a lot of really big people. I remember when I was a little boy going to freak shows. Right? They always had a huge guy. You're working on your veggie garden. Yeah, good, Melody. No sound on my phone. Thanks, Tanya. Yeah, I need to find somebody who can appreciate the different facets of my personality. Like, I don't know if I've ever had that in a woman. I think my first wife she was pretty good. I should have stuck with her, but I needed to have my son. I knew God, I just was, I had this message from God. You have to have a son. I don't, and it just, I have, whatever. Okay. So it's all good. Yeah. Bearded lady, right? Remember the bearded lady, Frogmeister? Yeah, some Mexican cannabis. I don't need Mexican cannabis, man. You can go across the street in New York City in Crown Heights and get the best weed ever. You know, it's everywhere. It's there's too much of it. I don't do well with cannabis. It makes me look. I'm already a little paranoid, but it makes me really like I get really frightened of people. I'm already scared of people. So I don't. Why would I want to get more scared? Anyway, it's probably yeah. I got to get down to the meeting. So guys, have a great day. God willing, I'll be back. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll be back. I did make. I was a good boy. Yes, I was a very good boy. Yes. I made the movie. I actually made a movie this morning. This microphone, the whole setup is kind of like, it's kind of like stripped down. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's different from what I'm used to, but I kind of like this little mic. I like just it's very simple. I make like try to like do this more at home, just like more simple broadcasting. I'm not sure, but anyway, you're working on the demon of doubt too, man. I know it just crops up. I spent years. I can't tell you how many trips of psilocybin I took dealing with the demon of doubt. I thought I had him whooped. I was like, man, you're telling me what? I'm no good because I did something on this day 15,000 years ago, and everything's over. I mean, I dealt with you, man. I took so many trips where I just sat down with the demon of doubt and I said, all right, go on. Give me your best shot, man. Okay. Okay. I did that. And and still you still in Mexico. I'm having a great time here. All right, anyway, I got to get to a meeting and we'll see you guys later. God bless. Just remember what's important, and that is you. You are the most important thing in the world. There's nothing more important than you. Just keep that in mind. If you have to go to the mirror and tell yourself I love you 15 times a day, if you have to buy yourself, don't buy a Snickers bar, buy some macadamia nuts or something. They're really good. They're helping me survive here. Okay, I better go. So we'll talk to you later. God bless, and thanks for coming.